that is unacceptable, and I realized that.
The impact was so violent that the asphalt shattered into several pieces, which were also thrown against the head of the dying victim. According to the autopsy conducted by Dr. Sandra Elkins, the Knox County medical examiner, the official cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head.
Tadero was respected, if not feared. He protected me. He was probably the first man that I'd ever had in my life that wanted to protect me, that saw me as, a treasure, something good instead of something to use and toss to the side. I wanted to get her off campus, and I had every intention of fighting her. I knew exactly what I was doing. Everything that I did that night, I knew what I was doing. And I think I was taking things out on her that had happened to me years ago.
After the murder, Pike committed a particularly macabre act. She took a fragment of Colleen Slemmer's skull as a souvenir. When she returned to the Job Corps Center at around 10:15 p.m., she went straight to Kim Iloilo's room and told her that she had just killed Colleen Slemmer. Pike showed her the piece of skull she had kept in the pocket of her jacket and began describing in detail how the attack had been carried out. Discovered Colleen Slemmer's body near the greenhouses on the agricultural campus. Subsequent DNA analysis confirmed that the blood found on Tatterall Ship's shirt and pants matched the victim's genetic profile.
I was the first one they arrested, the first one they interviewed. And I thought that if I went in there and told him that I did every single thing that happened up there, that Tadero and Shadala would just get to walk out of there and they wouldn't worry about them anymore because they had the real killer.
The confession was recorded and later transcribed. In it, Pike admitted her involvement in the attack, but claimed that she and Ship only wanted to scare Slemmer and that the situation got out of control.
I took somebody's life, took somebody's child away, somebody's friend, somebody's sister. Hurt so many people with this, and even though it's not me, and I can't take full responsibility for this anymore, and I won't, because if I'm going to die in here, I'm going to die for my truth, not for my lie. Accept me for who I am, good, bad, and ugly. But I'm not going to die for a lie anymore. I'll die for my truth.
And her boastful, remorseless attitude. Pike also stated that she heard voices telling her what she needed to do and claimed to have experienced blackouts or dissociative episodes during the crime. On March 22, 1996, the jury found her guilty of premeditated first-degree murder and conspiracy to commit first-degree murder. Because he was 17 years old at the time of the crime, he was not eligible for the death penalty under Tennessee law and received a life sentence with the possibility of parole. His request for parole was denied in October 2025 due to the severity of the crime, and his case is scheduled to be reviewed again in October 2031. Shadala Peterson, who acted as a lookout during the attack, pleaded guilty as an accessory after the fact and received a sentence of 6 years of probation. Patricia Jones, using a shoelace, nearly suffocating her to death. Pike will become the first woman executed in Tennessee in more than 200 years and the only person executed in the state in the modern era of the death penalty for a crime committed at the age of 18. The execution is scheduled to take place at Riverbend Maximum Security Institution in Nashville, which houses Tennessee's execution chamber. Under state law, Pike has the right to choose between lethal injection, the default method, or electrocution, since the crime was committed before January 1, 1999.